So the next boss is actually level 38, but I think we're ready for it at this point. I do want to change up my party a bit. Koromaru I still want, but I also want Junpei. And I'm going to swap out Akihiko. And in the place of Yukari, I'm going to put in Mitsuru. So, this should be a pretty decent party setup. Now, what I'm also going to do is... So, I'll just say, this next boss is primarily an ice user, and it is weak to fire, which is why I've brought Junpei and Koromaru. The nice thing in this game is that none of the fire specialists in the party are weak to ice, which is normally pretty common in the other games in the series, so that's cool, but a lot of fire-using personas are weak to ice, so using Sati might not be the best idea. One good thing that you might want to do here is bring a persona that is immune to an element that it itself uses. So, for example, I have King Frost here. It uses ice, and it nulls ice. Something like that. Ice is definitely the one you want an immunity to. So, yeah, nulling ice is the best thing you can do. So, I'm going to be going for King Frost here. Has the bonus of Auto Tarakata as well. So, let's go and take on our boss for this area. It's some pajama hand mages!
This one's dangerous. Stay focused.
And I can't look at that without thinking of the mashup version that switched that to this one's focused, stay dangerous. But anyway, this here is the Magical Magus ×3.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the
I'll introduce their abilities in a little bit, but I do want to put both Junpei and Koromaru on knockdown. Not they'll know to do that, because they don't know these things' weakness yet. And, Mitsuru will probably spam Mara. I mean, who am I kidding? She's going to spam Mara and Karen anyway. Gonna put her on heal/support. She's mainly here for her resistance, not her offensive powers. So what do I have here? I've got Ice Break. It's very expensive, but I have Ice Break just to troll them if I wanted to. But I think I'm fine at the moment. I'm actually just going to, Do I have Archelau gems. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to use fire gems from behind the safety of an ice immune persona. Because my fire-using persona is weak to ice.
The enemy is down. Well Now's your chance.
It is fairly costly in terms of gems, but I haven't really used gems in a while. Not in a while.
Here's a chance.
I haven't really used gems ever, so good time to show them off now. Let's see how much damage they take from this. I'm guessing a fair amount. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Yeah, I foresee this boss going very, very smoothly. So, the thing about the Magical Magus, it has Bufudyne, so again, ice immunity or resistance is useful. It has Mind Charge. The main tricky thing that it can do is cast Makarakan, which will make your magical attacks bounce right back at you. It's an attempt to cover for its weakness. But I have a strategy that I like doing when they use this. Now, if they do use it, I will show it. But if they don't get a chance to, I'll just tell you afterwards, because it almost looks like these things are not going to get a chance to. Okay. Did a regular attack. See, again, these things are another one of those bosses that don't take much damage from normal attacks, but all-out attacks do enormous damage to them. Are we seriously gonna end them in, like, 2 turns? Just 2 all-out attacks.
Here's a chance. Let's get him.
Seriously, I thought this boss wouldn't be a threat, but I did not imagine it to be this little of a threat. Okay, 2 of them are still alive. There's Mind Charge. I would kind of like to see Makarakan, please. 4 and 2, and Koromaru's going next. You know what? Okay, I don't want this to end really badly. I still have King Frost equipped. I'm actually going to wait. Koromaru's our newly joined party member. I'm going to let him finish this. So, Koromaru, how do you want to do this? One down, and 2 down. So that was, yeah, and I've got more experience out of regular random encounters. So that was pretty underwhelming. So, with fire, this boss is pretty easy. With ice immunity, it's pretty easy. Precious egg. Now, the enemies in the next area of this block are actually a lot tougher, so I'm actually going to head back and maybe do some off-screen grinding for basically Junpei, Mitsuru, and Aigis. So, anyway. So what I was going to say is, that thing about bringing an immunity to your own element, what I like to do with Makara-kan. Makara-kan only works on one attack. So what I like to do is, when they use Makara-kan, I have King Frost use Mabufu to hit all of their reflectors, rebound all the Bufus into myself, which is immune, so I take no damage and I get rid of their reflectors. So that I can't, but I never got a chance to show that because they, well, yeah, seriously, Tartarus, please up your game. That was absolutely pathetic. So I'm gonna go ahead and say here anyway. And, okay, I might as well put Aigis in my party. You can know that's a new element that it itself uses. It's a good tactic in general to get rid of Makara-kan, or Tetra-kan in the case of physical. Aigis is particularly good at getting rid of Tetra-kans. Sorry, Koromaru. But I'll go ahead and save. I should actually point out, I forgot to save the first time I came in here, so I'm glad that first exploration went well. Otherwise, I would have gone back quite a way. So, anyway, gonna make sure to save this time, and then just do a little bit of random grinding. So, if anything interesting happens, I'll show you. If a knight shows up, because that's the purple shadow, I'm gonna try and fight it, just to give this part an actual real boss fight. But if not, I'll just cut back here. So, funny story, you might be wondering why I'm at the Velvet Room. Well, I recorded the entire session in Tartarus that I just went through, and for some reason, the footage plays just fine, it's not corrupted at all, but my editor just won't accept it. It crashes whenever I try and open it. Thankfully, I didn't do anything particularly important. It was all just grinding, I didn't run into any purple shadows, nothing really new happened. It just a few level ups, that's really all I needed to show. Except I went to the Velvet Room and fused a persona that was pretty important, so I'm going to go ahead and show that now. I'm going to recreate that. How I got that persona was I fused Jikokuten and Power to make Genbu. We are going to be needing a Temperance persona quite soon, which is why I wanted to make sure to show fusing Genbu here. Now, we are also going to need a Strength persona, so I immediately bought Jikokuten back afterwards. But I don't need Power, so by fusing these two, I guess I don't really want Rebellion and Revolution on the same set. I suppose that's fine. So, I quite like Genbu. Genbu is one of the 4 cardinal animals in Chinese mythology, and I don't think we've seen any of the others yet. There is one of them that we can make at this point. But anyway, we get Swift Strike. Mei Patra, which isn't that great at this point in the game. And Dekunda, getting rid of debuffs, that's also kind of nice. Resist Strike, though, the next skill it learns, that's going to be a nice one to pass down to future personas. Especially since if you have Resist Strike on your moveset, it actually will get rid of a weakness to Strike if you have that. At least I'm pretty sure how that works. Anyway, I also want to point out Sarasvati and Queen Mab. Now, normally I'd fuse these away because they're just random shuffle time personas. I need a Lovers and Priestess persona going into the next few weeks, so I'm going to keep them. But, I just want to see if I can show... Which was what made it? I know that... There it is. Okay, so, Seiryu is another one of the cardinal animals that we can make at this point. Fairly balanced stats all around. Null to wind, which is kind of nice, and mostly uses wind skills. So I might make this one at some point, but since I didn't in the original footage, I'm not going to do that now. And I may as well just distress this. I did go back in and buy back Jikokuten, because I am going to need it going forward. fairly expensive, but we have a ton of money at this point, so... That's pretty much fine. Anyway, that's really all I wanted to show. So, what you're going to see next is the footage of me going back into Tartarus to grind just Yukari and Akihiko. But that time, a few more interesting things happened. This was in a rare chest. I have actually forgotten what this is. It's slightly better than the Tetra Jammer. I wonder if this changes how you look in battle at all. Let me just see. Oh, right, no, if it did, it would have changed how he looked on the field, so it doesn't, okay. So, yeah.
There are 3 of them. Strike first.
Not like an alternate costume or anything, it's just a very hilariously named piece of normal armor. Oh, and then we got this. This is another pretty decent item, actually. Might give this to Yukari. Because, yeah, always good to give the main healer... And we can finally get rid of the high-cut armor on her, I just realized. So, yeah, she'll definitely like that. Robes of Salvation are good, but +2 strength on her might... I like endurance better, actually. Yeah, she's acting like that now that we're not giving her the high-cut armor. And with that, I think I can safely put... +2 magic. +2 strength. Probably better off giving that to Junpei, but I'm going to put that on Akihiko for now. We are slowly getting better armor, and this is why I don't really like buying armor at the police station, because you usually find the better stuff at Tartarus anyway.
Watch out. There are 4 enemies.
Yep, not enough range.
My skills have improved.
Okay, we have the level a few times. Gary Stu is tired, but... I could regret this. I only have 3 party members as well, because I was trying to keep my levels even. We could try this. This may end very, very badly. You have Buffalo, Auto Rakukaja, and Auto Sukukaja is not bad. This could end very badly. Okay, good. Thank you for not getting If this thing got a preemptive, I would probably be instantly dead. So...
There are 2 powerful enemies.
This time when she says powerful, she is not kidding. These are the champion knights. They're a bit smaller than some of the other knights we've seen, but they are very, very powerful. They don't have all that much HP, but they are weak to wind as well. But they have Heat Wave that does a ridiculous amount of damage. So I am probably, just for safety purposes, let me just see if I have any wind gems on me. I have 5 Garrula gems, okay. And what have I also got here? Bufala, Sukunda, Revolution, Swift Strike, okay. I'm gonna switch to All Mitsunu right now, just to make sure that I get that, I have my Auto Tarukaja, my Auto Sukukaja, but I also have Resistance to Strike now, because that could save my life here.
Keep it up. Nice.
Now I'm gonna hit them for some Garrula gems.
The enemy is down. Now's your chance. Here's our chance for an all-out.
So we only have 3, so this is not gonna hit very hard at all. Hit decently hard, though. Now, if Yukari takes them both out now, we may actually not have any problem here. We might have taken these things out before they could... Wow, okay then.
Here's our chance for an all-out attack.
Let's take it. And yeah, my console is really needing a rest.
That was easy.
So yeah, that was a lot easier. And oh, Mitsunu shows up in shuffle time, of course it does. That was a lot easier than I thought. What do we got here? 2 Knights Reigns. How many did Elizabeth ask for? I want to check the request now. Let's see. Quest 4! Okay, we still need to fight more of them. So, that was a successful Champion Knight battle. I think you know what I'm going to say next. Oh wow, that's a different bow. That was not what you probably thought I was going to say next. No, what I'm going to say now is, after I check out what this bow is... That's pretty good, but Yukari's current one is better. Anyway, what I was going to say next is... This is an unsuccessful Champion Knight battle.
Yukari-chan! Oh no!
So yeah, Heatwave spam is not good, and now I'm going to... Another one? Really? There's no exit point here. Do I have any escape gems at all? I don't think I do. Let me just check. No, I have Megado gems. I do not have... Don't think I have any of those Treasto gems, so I'm going to have to try and find an exit point somewhere else. Yeah, we're going to have to fight those knights again sometime, because we need 4 reigns. More stairs. Speaking of fight those knights again, and there's an exit point right there, so if these things drop 2 reigns...
There are 2 powerful enemies.
Fuka didn't even get her scan through last time.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
Okay. What to do? There is a very significant chance that I could die horribly by equipping this persona, but I'm gonna go for it.
You found the enemy's weakness. Here's our chance for an all-out attack. Let me
Okay, let's hope this goes okay. That was way less damage than last time. I hope we can still... Oh no, bad idea! I forgot they absorbed that.
I can do it.
Okay, Yukari got her turn before Mitsuru's... Not Mitsuru. That was a long time ago. Before Fuka's scan went through.
Here's our chance for an all-out attack.
If this succeeds, I don't care about the scan. I'm just getting if this did not succeed. Okay then. We may die horribly. Oh, they're still alive. And that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Please don't kill everyone.
It's weak against Garu skills.
Okay, so at the very least we have it scanned. But that heat wave is terrifying. They also have Zionga, so, yeah. Don't... Oh, no.
Watch out!
Ugh, that is painful. Yeah, that is absurdly painful. This is why I don't like equipping Impusa. Oh no!
Enemy left. Just one more.
Okay, at least you should not, you know not to use Thunder on it. Thank you! And I'm probably, yes, 2 Knights Reigns, good. Right, that's all I need. If I only got 1 Knights Reigns out of that, I would have been very annoyed, but that was a perfect setup. I do not like those things, not at this level. I mean, at higher levels they're fine, but at this level, that heat wave is terrifying. Like, at this level, Heat Wave may as well be called Everything Dies attack. So, may as well turn the request in just to get it out of my list. And that means we've had a pretty successful Tartarus session. So let's go ahead and turn this one in. 4 Knights Reigns. Why did you ask for 4? You could have asked for 2, but you just had to ask for 4. Because you wanted us to die. Yeah, I mean, stronger, but clearly you... Anyway, I'm now suspicious of Elizabeth. But that is a weapon for Aegis, which is probably better than what she currently has, so I may as well equip that. It's also got a pretty funny description, if I remember correctly. I'm sorry, but we're kind of done here. Oh, much better. So, can transform into 6 different shapes, and plus 40 SP, and I guess barely does anything with SP anyway, so that's not really a thing. But, apparently this is a Transformers reference. I'm not really into that, so I wouldn't really know. But I've heard this is a Transformers reference. Might need better armor on her and better legs, actually. So with that... we are finally done here. I spent much longer in this part of Tartarus than I thought I would, but finally we are done. Next time in Tartarus we'll be moving on and completing the other one of Elizabeth's requests, but next time we will be heading back into our regular social schedule, and things are going to get kind of unique quite soon. There's some things that I'm going to need to talk about, so see you then.